fans? This is Kenneth, the SBN Boxing. Let's speak boxing. Big news out there in the boxing world. Manny Mayweather has been released from jail. Yes, earlier today, he actually came out of jail. He was released, serving his 2 months of a 3-month sentence for a misdemeanor domestic battery case that he had. 20 family members and friends were out there. 50 Cent was definitely out there to greet him as he emerged himself out of jail. He came out with his great hoodie, came out with a hat. He was all scruffy. He wasn't looking clean, but hey, he just came out of jail. But he was all smiles, you know. But like I said, he was released earlier in Las Vegas from the Clark County Detention Center earlier today. He served 2 months of his 3-month sentence for the misdemeanor domestic battery case. The undefeated boxer, he walked out, greeted a bunch of his family, close friends. How did he get out? Why did he get out so early? I know his lawyers and his personal physicians were filing a lot of complaints, sending a lot of letters, just basically saying that this, you know, his livelihood and it's at risk. You know, the jail food, the water, wasn't up to standard, wasn't up to par as far as him being a top-notch athlete, his dietary needs, and lack of exercise in the space. I'm not sure if a lot of people realize this guy's 98 square feet. He was actually crammed in a cell of 98 square feet, you know, but what else did he expect? I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, but I was told he was locked down for 23 hours a day. That's a little extreme for a misdemeanor case. But anyways, a lot of friends and family, they greeted him. It's great to have him back. I'm really interested as far as what's his next step, as far as his mindset. He really didn't say too much to the press, media. He just greeted his family, greeted his friends, but he went from back to again, you know, jumped right back into money, rags to riches. He jumped in his blue Bentley sedan, drove off by himself, and damn, that's definitely a nice situation, coming out of jail from nothing to just jumping into a Bentley. You know, not no regular car. He just jumped into a Bentley. But anyways, guys, a lot has happened since he's been in jail. You know, he's not up to par. He really doesn't even know what's going on. I'm pretty sure he has an idea with people visiting him and stuff like that, but he has no access to TV. He has no access to cable. He has no access to internet, anything like that. But a lot has happened. You know, Manny Pacquiao lost WBO welterweight title in June 9th to Timothy Bradley. Yes, it was an upset. Yes, I felt like he was robbed. A lot of people thought Timothy Bradley won that fight, but the bottom line, it was a setback as far as it was a big setback for Manny Pacquiao, which a lot of people had that mega fight lined up, and that's definitely a setback. Amir Khan, in the future, he was another contender at the 147. He was at 140, but he was going to move up to 147 to fight Mayweather sometime in the future, and guess what? Big setback. Ended up getting knocked out. Now, as far as Mayweather is concerned, he was also considered, you know, in Forbes magazine to be the highest paid athlete. You know, he wasn't even there to accept that award whatsoever. Chantel Jackson, Mrs. Jackson, she had a birthday, but Mayweather still sent him diamonds. You know, he couldn't even attend the birthday party. But guess who was there though? Yes, sir. You guessed it right, Mr. 50 Cent. He was there. Yeah, you know. I don't want to touch too much about that, but hey, it's whatever. But anyways, Mayweather's a free man. What's his next opponent? He really hasn't quoted. You know, a lot of people he hasn't said anything whatsoever. His manager, Leonard Ellaby, last week, he really didn't have anything to say to the Associated Press as far as what's his next fight. His next opponent, you know, could it be Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao has plans to fight November 10th at the MGM Grand Garden, but he hasn't really said nothing whatsoever. Is it going to be Timothy Bradley too? Is it going to be Juan Marquez? Bob Arum? You know, Bob Arum was supposed to meet with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's actually, a lot of people don't know about Manny Pacquiao, you know. Yes, he's a congressman, but he's not a congressman by title. If you look at him, his daily regimen, this guy's for the people. He's definitely suited up and taking care of foreign politics, just taking care of a bunch of stuff as far as the country. You know, he's a congressman. You know, he has a full-time job. He wears a lot of masks, so he's occupied at the moment. Who's his next fight? Bob Arum was supposed to speak to him. I haven't heard anything whatsoever. But I know for a fact that Mayweather wants to get that title back. He wants to get back into the fast track and the right track to go ahead and take on Mayweather. Pacquiao earned $62 million last year, which was considered a second with the fights and endorsements and stuff like that. Mayweather, considered the richest athlete out there. He actually brought in $85 million last year. So they're neck and neck, but they're millions apart. So if that fight was ever going to happen, I'm guessing it's going to happen next year, sometime next year. Is it going to happen in Vegas? You know, they were saying about Manila possibly having it in the Philippines. I don't see that happening. I see that happening in Vegas. But I see, Mayweather has that advantage. He has to take the 60-40. He has to take it more towards Mayweather's side. Why? I know it's not fair just because of the upset, but, it's business is business, That's what happens, What's going on with the as far as the situation, as far as why did he go in jail? He's 35 years old. He pleaded guilty last year to reduce his domestic battery charge. What happened? It was some hair pulling, arm twisting attack from his former girlfriend or something like that, and he pleaded guilty. To that. He was actually supposed to serve a longer sentence, but that got suspended. It got reduced to 90 days. It actually got pushed back also, so he at least get that last fight with Cotto in, and now it got shortened a lot more, But anyways, guys, huge for boxing. I'm glad to see the guy back. I want to see what's going on. What's his preparations? What does he have in store? Boxer 43-0, undefeated. 43 had tried. I know Canelo Alvarez he's come quote unquote. He definitely wants to fight Mayweather or Cotto. Is Mayweather going to fight Cotto? Is Mayweather going to fight Canelo? Is Mayweather going to, he's going to take off? We just never know until he gets interviewed and he speaks to the public. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. This is Kenneth with SBN Boxing. Have a good one.